Thank you for being, I guess, pioneers on this how-to series. I believe that this is something that's gonna change the way we've been doing things in a positive way. And by the way, I'm actually gonna rename myself because it says D111 film. So let me put here David Romero. Today, so today I'm David Romero. With that being said, once again, only thing I will ask for is if you guys can stay, I guess you can say, in one single place, or if you're walking around or doing something else, just try to pay attention because the stuff that I'm gonna teach today and that I'm gonna go through today, it's something that at least all of us that are on the Zoom call are familiar with. I'm just actually not sure how good we are at the things that I'm gonna show today. And repetition creates buy-in. So if you have already seen the stuff that I'm gonna show today, that's great. Because once again, just like Franco said in the beginning, whenever you see something at one point of your life, it hits one way, and then down the road, it hits a whole different way. So also, just so you all know, when you jumped on Zoom, you probably got the notification that says that we're recording this. The purpose of the recording is to upload this video on YouTube for any other member of Viago to have access to this and be able to learn without really having to be present, right? We all have team members that are going to miss out on this meeting, and that's completely okay because we're going to upload it to YouTube and you can always share the link and they're able to also learn and get the information that they need. And you can say, hey, we miss you today, but here's the link of the YouTube channel so you can actually watch it, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to ramble anymore.
No, the one on that one.
Thank you for
Also,
Thank you for being here. Thank you for making the time. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all what's the purpose of today, okay? And for every Thursday moving on. So every Thursday, I'm gonna be hosting the Zoom meeting. I'm gonna have different guest speakers. I'm pretty sure that Franco and Claudia can help me get some of the top earners, to join us in this series so we can actually get new workshops, new topics happening over time. But for today, I want to focus on the basics, okay? The topics that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about announcements, events that are coming up that you should absolutely know about, shout outs. I will tell you more about it in a little bit. The how to series came about because I truly believe that there's a lot of information out there. We just don't know how to find it. So I'm going to show you how to find the information. Now, how you use the information is 100% up to you, but I will teach you how to find it. We're all in the same boat, right? We're all in a somewhat new company, but we also have access to the same resources. The only difference is that some people maximize the resources and some people tend to not maximize the resources and take them for granted to a certain degree. So the purpose of today, once again, and the purpose of this series is to show you how to navigate the websites and the apps that are already available to you to be resourceful, okay? So at the end of the how to series, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of breakout so you guys can talk one-on-one with your mentor. You can talk one-on-one with the person that invited you into Viago, and you guys can work together to help your mentor and yourself grow your team forward. And then we're gonna close with a quick Q&A session, questions about the websites, question about the memberships, or questions about any opportunities to step into a leadership role. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get started first with the announcements. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Mario and Pearl for being new members. So I don't know if you guys can give me some snaps or some claps or something on the chat. Congratulations once again, Mario and Pearl, for becoming members of Viago. Yesterday, I was actually at their house. Last night, we were having dinner, and they had a lot of questions about the website, which once again reinforced my belief that this is the way to get educated, to show up to the meetings, to ask the questions, to be present. And so it's here and available to you guys to keep growing and learning. Second, congratulations. Shout out to Eileen for being a voucher earner. Back in, I believe it was May? Yeah. Back in May, when she signed up, the last day of May, she got the chance to win her Cancun all-inclusive resort voucher, 5 days, 4 nights. That's super exciting. If I was in her shoes, I'll be in Cancun already. So I think we're just waiting for the passport. So once that happens, we're gonna be enjoying a couple of margaritas and pina coladas at the beach. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for her as well. So, and last but not least, Orly's been a great friend of mine for many, many years. Back in 2018, he was actually one of the assistant managers that taught me how to sell Cutco way back in the day when I started with Cutco almost 8 years ago. And so I'm very thankful to have the opportunity this time around to present him with something that would help him just as much as he helped me by introducing me and showing me the ropes back with Cutco. So shout out to Orly. Woo, all that good stuff. So awesome. So shout out to everybody here. Now, I want to share with you guys the upcoming events just so we all are in the same page. You keep it on your calendar. If you want to take a screenshot, right now is the time. So that way you know what's coming up this next year, I guess. I'm covering a couple of things that are going to happen in a few months from now. I'm covering up a couple of things that are going to happen within the next week. So if you are seeing the screen, I recommend you to take a screenshot, save it, and make sure that you mark it on your schedule, because these are the opportunities that we provide for you guys to learn, grow, and inspire. So every single event is designed to help you unlock more value out of your membership. We want you to create experiences. We want you to build real freedom. And we want you to plug in, not so you can learn, but just so you can also grow, right? That's the purpose of this event. So first we have the Big Shot meeting on Tuesdays. We have all already participated in some of those. It's on Tuesdays at 6:30 at Santa Barra here in Laredo, Texas, for those who are local. It's a great opportunity to network. It's a great opportunity to learn from people who have been in the industry for many, many years. So you cannot miss it. Second, just like today, next Thursday, we're having the same event, right? The same meeting at 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Zoom. You guys are going to get your email. If you did not get an email, or you did not get a message, or you feel like we're missing someone, make sure that you communicate with me. I'm going to leave my information down in the chat so you guys can actually send me a text or email if there's anyone else that you will want for us to invite, and I will make sure that I send the invite for the next presentation coming up on Thursday at 7:30. Mark it on your schedule, mark it on your calendar, make the time, because I'm going to start showing in just a little bit information that's a lot more valuable. And last but not least, the training in September, on September the 12th in Columbus, Ohio. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been in Columbus, Ohio yet. But I'm very excited to go for the first time to one of these trainings. And let me tell you, coming from another industry, I know what it's like to be present at these conferences and at these events. They are mind blowing, game changers, and inspiring. So I don't know. I don't want to overhype it, because the training in and of itself should be excited. You should be excited to be better. You should be excited to get better. You should be excited to go out of town and learn from the top income earners of the company. So I'm not gonna hype it up anymore. The opportunity is right there. Don't wait too long. There's opportunities. I've heard that you can actually get some free tickets. So get in touch with your mentor, ask questions, how you can get the tickets, how you can get on the training, but make sure that you don't miss it. So let's jump into the good stuff. I think we all were here to see more of the how to's, right? So, how to be resourceful using the Chilling Worldwide app. So, if you all already, if you're already on your phone, go ahead and open up your. Oh my God! Thank you. Um, Go ahead and look up Chilling Worldwide app on your app store. You can also find it on your Google store. So you can find it on either or, but just make sure that you go ahead and open up that app. Download the app on your phone. And then once you have downloaded that on your phone, if you already have it, give me an emoji, a thumbs up, or something on the chat. Max has it, Mando has it, Cynthia has it. Perfect. Franco does. Okay, Claudia, Eileen, you all have it. Perfect. So now that you have the app on your phone, I want to go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough. Okay. Now, this is about how to be resourceful using the Chilling Worldwide app. I'll tell you, when I first started in the industry, okay, if you want to see it like that, when I first started, we had levels, right, to reach. And what I mean levels to reach is where do we get our education from? Where do we get our resources from? And I'll tell you, I wish I had an app like Chilling Worldwide back in the day. So why is it so important for us to have access to this? When I first started, I had a ton of questions. And just like you, I did not know where to find the answers. But this app is the place to get your hardest questions answered. My biggest questions back in last month was, how do I get paid? How do I maximize my income? And how do I make the most out of this opportunity? And guess what? I found it. So that's just for me. For you, it might be, how do I book a trip? How do I find a plane? How do I take advantage of my vouchers? How do I register someone under Viago? How do I manage my schedule? How do I invite someone properly? All this, how do I or how to do stuff, it's already available to you. And that's the reason why I decided to do the first episode of the How to series on how to find the information yourself, because you don't have to wait for me to get all the information. Although I'm going to be presented to you, it's all available for you. And by the way, everybody on this phone or on this call could have done the same thing that I'm doing by simply sharing the information that we have on the Chilling Worldwide website. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you guys. By the way, I have not seen anything like this before. I wish we had something like this back in my previous company, but we don't. And I'm very excited to share it with you because, once again, the resources that are available to you are just unparalleled. So terrific, Trump would say. So we have the faster training. You guys have about a 17-minute training on how to get started and how to get up to a fast start. That is one of the biggest questions that I get asked is like, okay, I get it. We're doing this, but how do I pick up the pace fast? That is available for you to watch. At 17-minute watch. I know you guys watch series that each episode is a lot longer than that. So you can take 17 minutes of your day and watch the getting started video. Even if you have already gotten started, but you haven't gotten up to a fast start, that's a great video to start. We have videos on how you can navigate the system. We're going to talk a little bit more about the three-way text. I'm not going to play the whole video that we have here, but if you want to review the information that I'm about to talk to you guys about in just a little bit, this is the video where I got the information. Okay, you have your order forms right here. You have the close, how to properly close. You have a video on the rhythm of the build. I love this video, by the way. The rhythm of the build is being one of my favorite ones to watch. And so this is just a frenzy of information. So once again, anything that I'm going to be covering on the series is information that I picked up from here. So once again, if you don't make it on Thursday nights, it's not like you're missing out on anything. All you got to do is open up your Chilling Worldwide app and actually take the time to watch a 5 to 10 minute video, 5 to 20-minute video on how to make your list, how to start inviting, how to use the two-step text, how to edify people, how to do the 3-step setup, etc., etc., etc. So once again, this information is available to you guys, but we tend to forget or take it for granted. I come from a place where none of this stuff or the idea of making a living out of travel was forbidden, non-existent. So for us to have the information available to us, it's a blessing. And I don't say that lightly. I highly encourage you once again to take the time once a day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sit down when you're in the restroom, when you're having lunch, when you have the chance to choose between watching a Netflix episode or seeing, and you don't have to choose. You can just watch a Chilling Worldwide video before you watch the episode, but at least you feel a little bit better about yourself, not just skipping the information and going right into the laziness per se, right? No shame on watching Netflix, but I'm just letting you know it's here for you to use. All of the stuff that I'm going to be covering, it might be delivered differently, but at the end of the day, is the same exact information that we all have access to. We have worldwide or chilling worldwide calls from Franco, from Jeff, from the top income earners in the company, and so much more. Not only that, but I know so many of you all have questions maybe about how do I place an order with Secret, right? How does the product marketplace even work? I remember when I had questions, but I made the choice to take a look at this video and just educate myself. So this is not something that we're gatekeeping from you. This is available to you on your computer. It's chillin without a G, chillinworldwide.com. That is it. On your phone, you can find the app Chilling Worldwide. It's a little parrot holding on to the world. So either way, whatever you decide to watch the videos is the same quality. It works the same. The app is a little tricky, so if a video don't play, just close the app and open it up again. That should fix the issue. But once again, any questions, any resource, any how-to, you'll find it here. So this series is nothing new. It's the information that we already have available. We're just delivering it to you in a Zoom platform, I guess you can say. So one of my favorite by the way presentations and videos was this one. I had a hard time at the beginning understanding the comp plan. This is available to you. You can watch it 10 times a day like I did to be able to understand what I was doing. Same thing with the travel. A lot of you guys are like, well, yeah, I just want to travel. I don't care about inviting people. I don't really mind paying the membership. That's okay. You can watch how to utilize the membership. This is here for you. How to use the booking engine, how to find your escape at a discounted price, how to use your points for the escapes, how to use the getaways, how to find the member deals and the partners that we have on our network, and the Be Well telemedicine. A lot of people have asked me as well, hey, how do you use the Be Well telemedicine? I literally just send them a video. And why is it important for us to have access to this tool? Because all the other people that we have on the team are going to have questions. And rather than us having to spend the time to explain and show and one-on-one, try to get them up to speed, if we can give them access to this website and they are truly about self-education, they're going to be up to a fast start like this. But we cannot forget about this website. And I'm asking you to not take it for granted. Don't think just because you have it on the app, it works just the same as all of the other apps. Your phone should be a money maker, and this is a good way to get started with making money with your phone, right? So that's the how-to on Chilling Worldwide. I got excited. I might have sounded like I yelled a little bit, but I promise that I'm just excited to show you all this information and know that it's available for all of us. So I'm gonna go back to the presentation again, and I'm gonna show you all here real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna show you all the next important part. Now, for this next part, I know that we all are, I guess, you can say leaders, right? Yes, we have some of our upper management or upper team with us. But this next part, when I watched the video on Chilling Worldwide, it literally blew my mind. I had no idea that this was available to us to keep on building through. In my head, and I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have had that same thought. In my head, I had a limit. I said, how many people do I really know, and how many people can I truly and realistically get into Viago, right? And within a month, with the level of activity that I've had, I haven't even reached like half of the people, but I'm already getting to my chicken list. By the way, some of you guys haven't even gotten to your chicken list, right? What is your chicken list? That list of people that you know that you can call, that you should call, but you're just a little too chicken to get in contact with, right? Like we all have it. That really good friend, that person of influence, whatever the case may be, we all have that person in our contacts that we're just a little bit hesitant about reaching out. And when I saw this, I was like, this is the perfect way to get a step forward on my chicken list by not necessarily having to be the person presenting, but relying on our leadership that we have. In this case, we have some of these people present in the room, right? We have Franco, we have Claudia, we have Jeff, we have me, we have people that have already done the presentations one-on-one, people that have already presented in a group setting, people that are already familiar with the game, and they just want to give you the opportunity to maximize your network as well. And by the way, I'm not an exception to the rule. Franco, I'm probably gonna get to do some of this three-way text. Claudia, I'm probably gonna get to do some of this three-way text with you. And the reason why is because I heard it in the beginning when I first showed up to a meeting, and it's you cannot be a preacher on your own land, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you here what I mean with this. This is the perfect setup. It's a three-way text setup to help your mentor, if you want to call it like that, connect with your network and let them do what they said they were going to do, right? At the beginning, when you first sign up, we promised you we were going to be there for you. We were going to present for you. We're going to fly across the country if necessary to another town to be able to present to people. And that's all we're asking for, some help from our mentor to help us direct the team the right way. Now, why I'm going to go back, by the way, because I don't want you all to like get ahead of the game. Why is this so important? On the Chilling Worldwide app, on the Gen video, on the rhythm of the build, and then on the three-way text video, they talk about team members that are putting 50 plus people on a downline in a single month. I thought it was cool to get 10 in a month. These people are putting 50 people in a downline in 1 month. When I saw that, it blew my mind and it made me think, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Right? There's something that I must be doing right, but also, what am I doing wrong? Where am I missing the mark? And I feel like this exercise that I'm going to show you guys today, I hope that we can all take advantage of it. So when I go to the next page, first take a screenshot so it's already yours. You already have it there and you can tweak it your own way. But this is what I have for me and the people that I'm gonna start working with. Now, to my upper line, if you guys want to go ahead and give me some feedback, give me some recommendations, I'm available and open for feedback. But this is what I've come up with based on what I've seen so far, based on what I know from my previous work, and what I believe will work. Now, it's not a proven formula. The three-way text is a proven formula. My tweak is not a proven formula. So at least I have something to aim for. That's what I'm trying to do. There's a system, there's an opportunity for me to run with it and pretty much kick things off, not only with my network, but the networks of my networks. Jeff was in the car with us or in the truck with us when we were driving to the valley, and he kept on telling me that the name of the game was to drive depth, right? And I kept on thinking, whoa, how? I did not ask how. I don't know if I was shy. I don't know if I forgot or I was doing something else. It just went over my head. But then a couple of days after it clicked, I'm like, he said, don't worry too much about your network. Focus on driving depth. And I kept on thinking, how? I said, there must be something on Chilling Worldwide that I have not seen yet. And sure enough, I went into Chilling Worldwide and I found it. I found the video, the rhythm of the build, and the three-way text system. So, or program, if you want to call it like that. So the three-way text program, it's super simple. And I'm actually gonna call on someone here, Eileen, if you can help us. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. If you can help us, let me go ahead and close it one second. So if you can help us, please read through that first text.
Whose name should I use?
Tony.
Hey Tony, I don't think I've told you yet, but I've been working on something new that I'm really excited about. I really want you to see what I've been up to, but I'm still getting the hang of things and I can't explain it as well. Would it be okay if I connected you with David? He's a new business partner. He has been helping me tons since I'm kind of busy and he can break it down way better than I can. Is that cool?
Awesome. I'm gonna ask Max if you can help us read. Is Max here? No, he did, right?
I'm right here, bro.
So if you can help us build, if you can help us read through the middle part. So what Eileen, real quick, what Eileen just read is the initial text that your downline is gonna send to the list that they have, the list of friends, right? So they're gonna send out this text to kind of pre-frame what's about to come. And then you are gonna, or actually they are also gonna set up this three-way text with you, their upper line, their leader, right? Their mentor, the person that is going to actually do the presentation for them, and their friend, their prospect. So, Max, this is the text that your downline sends out so they can set up Zoom meetings for you. Can you read it for us, please?
Hey, Tony, meet my new business partner, David Romero. Just got off an awesome meeting with him. This guy's been helping me see things from a whole new perspective. He's a great leader and quickly becoming a good friend. David, this is Tony, someone I trust, super sharp and business oriented, always open to new opportunities. Tony, zero pressure to buy or sell anything. Just need you to see what we're working on ASAP. Today, tomorrow, if possible. It's that powerful. David, what time works best for a quick Zoom?
Perfect. And now that way, you're taking all the pressure of you, your prospect, and then you let your leader help you by finding a time that works for them, right? Like I cannot tell Franco, hey Franco, you better be at this place, or hey Claudia, can you help me for sure be at this place? We're all busy. We all have busy schedules. But from that point on, they can take on and say, hey, you know what? I'll find a time. Once they find a time, then they will go ahead and reply. By the way, team leaders, the ones that are helping us with these meetings, the faster, the better. You guys know that money loves speed. So if we can make sure that we're diligent about finding a time for these Zooms and making them as soon as possible, the faster we'll build a team, the faster we'll get residuals, the faster we'll make this happen. So here's the team leader response. Hey, Tony, a pleasure to meet you. Thanks, Eileen, for helping us connect. Eileen has been awesome to work with and is picking things up fast. I've heard great things about you, so I can't wait to tell you more. I'd love to hop on for 15, 20 minutes just to show you what we're building. Is Friday around 6:30 or Saturday morning like around 11 a.m. better for a quick Zoom? After that, we let them respond. Would you say, awesome? I'll send you the Zoom link then. Looking forward to it. And that's it. Now, from when I started, they told me there's one way to win, butts in chairs. And that's what we're trying to get to. butts in chairs. Not everybody is going to have the ability or the opportunity or the time or the will to show up in person to a big shot meeting. And I think we all have seen it, right? There is times where the big shot meeting is going to be the closer, but the big shot meeting is the way to close, in my perspective. You can show people at the big shot meeting, and we have people signing up right on the spot, right on during the big shot meeting, but you're not supposed to be waiting Tuesday to Tuesday to build your team. You have the ability to contact your mentor, to contact your team leader, do three-way texts with them, and help them help you. I feel like we tend to forget that we have these team members, these team leaders that are there for us to take on our, I don't want to say a responsibility, but to help us build our teams, because they say it and we say it. What's good for you, it's good for us. So if we can help you build your team, it's internally helping us build our team as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into a breakout room. Okay, so let me go ahead and, if I haven't done breakout rooms in a long time. Give me 1 second, I'll figure it out. Participants. More. Breakout rooms. Assign manually. We're gonna create 4, 5 breakout rooms. I'm gonna create the rooms. On the first room, we're gonna put let's see, Eileen. I think most of us are on Franco's downline, aren't we?
Everybody
Everybody. Okay.
except Jeff.
Except Jeff. Hey, Franco, you're about to get really busy with these Zooms, my man. No, but we're here to
I don't
help.
know. I don't know if I can. I mean, obviously, me and Jeff have a side chat going on right now, and I just want to let everyone know. I'm going to tell you after the call, but you're a month in, maybe about 6 weeks in, and for you to take the lead like this, not only by doing this, but doing your homework and learning everything that you've had, and the delivery being what it's been so far is absolutely mind blowing. And truth be told, the difference between success and failure is desire. And I tell people that's the one intangible that can't be taught. Heart. That has to come from something deep down inside for somebody really wanting and needing to change their circumstances. And so far in these 6 weeks, bro, especially today, I mean, I'm mind blown at what I'm listening. So kudos to you. Great job.
I appreciate it, Franco. So I guess since we're all on Franco's downline, like I said, I'm here to present, by the way, and I think people don't like the people that we show don't have a notion. I think you guys agree. Like it can be Claudia presenting for somebody for me, me presenting to somebody for Claudia. I think, and it happens to me, and it probably happens to you guys. When I present in meetings by myself, is one thing. When I show up with me and my business partner, it's a whole different outcome. So I want to remind you all that we all are business partners. If you remember, Max, if you remember, Pablo, back in the day when we were selling the knives, the most powerful tool that we had to close the deal was to send 2 people in one presentation. Mrs. Jones had no choice. Mrs. Jones had no choice but to shake her head every time that we cut the penny and say, hey, you know what? Like, let's get it. Like, because it was 2 people. I don't want to say against, because we're not against people, but it was 2 on 1, right? And not necessarily has to be Franco. I know that all of us, if we really want to, we could be doing Zoom meetings. So much so that we came here, right? So much so that the information that I showed you, you guys are like, yeah, I knew that, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if we can do 2 on 1s and find ways to be each other's biggest supporter, not just depend on Franco, not just depend on me, not just depend on the people that we have in our team, in our leadership team, I guess you can say, but truly being each other's biggest supporters, because we also have people in our network that are like, hey bro, like that's not gonna work, and that's not the people that want to hanging out with. Being alone and getting shut down is one thing. At least when you're with someone and somebody shoots you down, you're like, hey, like no big deal, they're gonna be doing whatever and we're gonna be doing this, right? So I guess, Franco, I'm gonna ask for a little bit of advice. What do you think is the best way for us to go about setting up these Zooms? Honestly, I do have a list, my chicken list, that I still haven't reached out. And because I know that it's not the same if I present than if somebody else present and I'm just there present. Same thing. I'm available if anyone else need me to be the presenter and want to build me up and do the presentation. I'm all about it. I just need to know how the kind of like synergy can work best.
So the cool thing about our industry is there's teams that are kicking ass that do different things. There's some that do nothing but launch events, quote unquote travel parties. There's some that just do one-on-ones and two-on-ones. There's some that just do live events. If you think about the way the rhythm of the build works, everything works. The three-way text are what Montana and Oklahoma have been doing for the last, I would say, 6 or 7 months. And they've been having a ton of success doing that. And I believe, Jeff, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in that they might have maybe 4 or 5 people that are the ones doing the Zooms and presentations. Now, the cool thing about that, David, is you can carve out 5 hours of your day that you're just going to be at home in the office because you're the one, like you said, dictating when you have availability to show them. So you can do it back to back to back to back. Now, me personally, this is just me being the person that I am. If it's somebody high up there that I respect a lot, that has a ton of credibility, and they're within 3 hours, I'm gonna meet with them in person. And I
Mm,
think Jeff will agree with me on that one. But in order to show the masses, we just need to do whatever it takes to show them the fastest. If the three-way text is it, we got to be doing it. There's situations like Pablo where Pablo's far away from here that we may have to do Zooms. But if we're close enough to meet with people in person, let's do that. If you don't want to leave home one day, set up Zooms for that day. So there's really no right or wrong answer, David. It's just a matter of keeping the activity up there and keeping a busy schedule.
okay. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is, I know that we're going a little bit over time, but if I and you guys already know the setup. You guys have already seen the setup. You guys can choose whoever you want to use in your team to aid you do these appointments. Probably gonna be Franco, could be me if I'm able to help you guys, and if you think that I'm like qualified
I,
enough, want to see it like
I,
that.
I need to interject on that, David, and I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people, the biggest misconception that people have in our industry is when they start saying to themselves, no, this is a better presenter. This one's better. This guy, this girl's better. And it doesn't work. The guests do not know good from bad. The guests do not know. And we are not in the convincing business. Some people say, well, so and so is a better convincer. We're not, we're here. The expert could be in a day. The expert could be in a week. The expert is just someone that's not you that's going to deliver the information. So I just want everybody to really understand that the expert is just not you.
Yeah. So yeah, I think to that point, we should, if it's okay with you guys, leverage each other. Once again, I know that we're all busy. We all have busy schedules. Sometimes I'll be able to do presentations that Franco can't or can. Franco can do presentations that I can't make. But if you guys want to already start sending out those three-way texts out, right? Using me, using Franco, using the people that we have on the team that we know that are there, that know how to do the presentation, that can help us. We should not be holding back on these Zooms. Once again, I'm not saying this is the only way to build and it's the best way to build. It's just one way to build that we have not done or maximized yet, right? I already saw how the Tuesdays work. I think that we maxed them out so far. I mean, like this last week wasn't the greatest, and I'm just being 100% upfront, but I'm trying to find ways on how can we get it back to being built from the day that I showed up first time to what it was last weekend or last week. It's two different things, but how I'm trying to find another route, and not that other route is better, but it can be an add-on to what we're already doing. So once again, just leverage your team leaders, leverage the people that we have on the team, try to do those two-on-ones. And even if you have done this for a very long time, two-on-ones work. Two-on-ones work. I've seen it work with Cutco. We call it field training. We would put two people on one car. They will go off and do their entire day together, and that was always way more successful. The synergy will happen, the third mind will open, and it will always bring better results. So I guess we don't have to do it here right now, but use your team, use your resources, and use the information that I've shared with you guys today. And if I can be of help, send me a text, ask me questions. And now to finish up, I guess we have like 5 minutes for a quick Q&A. So if we want to ask questions about something more specific, that can be either website questions, membership questions, opportunities to step it up, be a presenter, whatever the case may be, we're open for questions. So I guess last 5 minutes, if anyone wants to say something, add anything. No, we're all good.
I'll add something about Tuesdays before somebody asks a question, because you mentioned how it's hit or miss. Obviously, June is always tricky because of vacations and stuff, but it's natural in business that things get dull per se. They plateau because it eventually becomes a hangout. And I've been doing this 16 years, and I've noticed it when we do it at restaurants, when we do it at bars. Eventually, what starts to happen is people start to show up. Now, we need you there with or without guests. Like, you may not need the meeting, but the meeting needs you. That's a rule of thumb. Like, with or without guests, I'm going to show up. But what starts to happen is someone consistently goes without a guest, and the next member starts to do that. Then the next member starts to do that. And pretty soon it's 15 members and no guests just hanging out. And
Yeah.
that's what we want to shy away from. As leaders, we need to do a better job of inviting a guest. Now, for the presenter, it is always very difficult. Like, and it's not, it's still an excuse. Anything other than the result is an excuse. But I would hate to invite someone personally if I'm presenting and I need to help other people close. Once we get a ton of people that are closing, I can invite a guest so I can give them attention. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but definitely we need to make it a habit that every Tuesday night, no matter what, we show up, we order food, we tip, and we drag, push, or pull at least one person. Because just with the 8 of us that are on here right now, if on Tuesday we all took one guest, there would be 16 people. We just need to start that way. Now, also something that you said, David, that is spot on. Tuesdays alone are not enough. You're never going to build traction meeting once a week. You have your doors open for business once a week. And if your guests don't show up, you're screwed. So we definitely need to add activity during the week as well to build up. That's part of the rhythm of the build, to build up to that big shot meeting. So that's all I got.
Yep. Appreciate that, Franco. Max, were you gonna ask something?
Yeah, just real quick. I know you're gonna mention about the vouchers. Maybe you could say like
Oh,
talk about that.
you want to see how the vouchers? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I don't know where the vouchers are at.
so I will do it super fast. Club Viago, member deals. I mean, not member deals. Club Viago main page. It's loading. It's loading. So you go to travel. I believe it's in. Let me see. 1 second.
I think member deals is in shop.
Yeah, but it is not in member deals. Let me see.
Now, Getaways is right there at the bottom.
Yeah, so on the getaway, we go to resorts and hotels. So if you have a voucher, you earn a voucher, or you're trying to get someone to use their voucher, here's where you use it. We can see here the 7-night stay. This is the one that they were doing for at least last month. So once again, I'm gonna repeat that process. It's getaways, and then you go to resorts and hotels, 7-night stay. This is at least for the one that we had last month, if you guys had anyone earn it. Then you go down and there's let's see, where is it? 7-night stay, hotel getaway. Choose 7-night voucher. You see the inventory here. See 7-night inventory. See 7-night stay inventory. I don't know why it's there twice, but here. So we're gonna sign in. Now you're like, how do I sign in? This is your password, and I'll tell you when you go to learn more, it's all the information already there for you. So it's like the access to it is, you get it by getting the membership, of course, right? Then you do sign in. If somebody has an activation code, then it will work. But so demo getaway 1, 2, 3, 4, it's already in. Explore resorts, and then you have access to all the resorts. So there we have select the benefit, 7-night getaway preview, apply benefit, choose destination. I'm gonna go to, I'll stay within the US for whatever reason, and I'll go to New York. Now, I believe that this is only for the next 3 months. Any voucher that they create, I don't know if all of them, but I believe for this last one, it was only for the next 3 months. So it's for people who have kind of something in mind for the next 3 months. Then you choose the date. We have today, August, let's say August 1st to August 7th, right? That's a 7 stay. Minimum occupancy, we'll put 2. Minimum resort rating, I don't know, let's say we want at least 4 stars, all inclusive. I don't have a preference. And then we go to find search. Oh, choose benefits, 7-night region, United States. I'm gonna try it again.
I
Um,
think you need to go for like do the whole month or 2 months
yeah, like a longer
in your
search.
search. Yeah.
Okay. So New York, Honolulu. I'll do Honolulu, whatever. Uh, July. So there we go. You can see the inventory right away. So you see Honolulu Club, the Waikiki Beach, and you can see the prices right there. And then if you have a voucher, you can use the voucher for that specific hotel, right? But you're able, what the way I see it is, this is the network that we have in our hotels, right? This is our network of hotels that we work with. So
Okay. Can I interject on that?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so with the voucher, you have access to all of this, but in the search, somewhere there in the search, you can look for the no charge as well. Because the no charge are the ones that you literally pay nothing for. Now, there's some that you do have to pay for if you want, like the ones that you see there, but they're meant to be for the next, like you say, 30 to 90 days. And there's a bunch. Once you pull it up, I don't know where in the search, there's a filter
Look,
that you can start at the no charge. Like that one is no charge. All the other ones you would have to pay what it says, but there's hundreds upon hundreds that are at no charge. So I just need to figure out exactly. I think lowest price up there. Try that. Now in Hawaii at that particular time, that may be the only one. But like I say from stage, or we all say from stage, these are all over the world. So it's someone looking for a quick getaway, and you can see it and you can find it.
yeah. Does that kind of make sense, Max, though? You
Yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah. I got the
and
picture. Got it,
this
got
is
it.
a
Yeah.
this is a good way to just get into the website if you don't know where to find it. But then once you get here, you can play with it. You can try to, like let the imagination run. Or if you already have plans, put it on the website and see how those plans that you have look like on the actual website. So, yeah, I mean, there's so much information that I can go through on that regard, but I think that's a start for you on how to get here. So cool. Any other questions just to wrap it up here? No, we're good. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys for being here once again. This video is gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel after this so you guys can start watching. I cannot give myself a shout out so you guys can go follow right now, but I'll send you a link to the YouTube channel so you can actually watch it later. Once again, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the cause. And I'm excited to travel the world with you all. So, peace.
Thank you, David.
Yes, of course.